This is Marie Duggan. She teaches at Keene State College in New Hampshire, and she teaches economics.
And this is Sabina Klein, who teaches at the University of Maine at Farmington. She teaches English.
So we're teaching a class in the fall of 2018 called Hidden Past in Indian Lands, Transfer, Dispossession, and Reclamation.
And our organizing question for the class is, how has the concept of private property been used by U.S. society to mask the dispossession of Indian lands?
And in order to answer that question, we suggest that there are three sub-questions to this. First of all, how did land get transferred from Indian hands to our society? Second, how are Indians reclaiming the land today? And third, why don't we know about this?
Because that's an aspect here, that the history of the way that Indians have lost their land is hidden. It's not something we know. And so we're going to find out what it is for the places where we actually live, the towns where you're going to school and where we teach. We're going to look underneath and see which Indians live there and see if we can find some conflicts in the archives. And then the students are going to make a website. Would you like to say more about the website?
Yes, on the website you will basically present the three moments we're talking about.
And what we're going to do as our method to explore these questions is we want to look at, in the towns where we live, the universities where you're studying and where we teach, look at which were the Indian communities that were located there, and how does those lands get passed from those Indian hands into modern society where we're standing. And we're going to do that by means of archival research, which we're going to teach you how to do that. And in order to show you how to do it, we're going to do 2 case studies. Do you want to tell them about your case study?
Yes. So the case study I'm going to present deals with Plymouth Plantation. You may remember that Plymouth Plantation was founded by the Puritans, and the Puritans met the Wampanoag, and they established land deals, which were at first really easy, but in the long term they began to be dispossessed. And interestingly enough, the Wampanoag actually started to reclaim their lands as early as the 1830s because they could refer back to traditions.
And I'm going to do the story of the Kumeyaay in San Diego. The Kumeyaay interacted with the Spanish imperialist structure rather than the British. And at one time, they were part of the congregation of Mission San Diego. And when Mission San Diego was broken up, their lands were taken from them by private settlers, first Mexicans and later U.S. settlers. And today, they're actually quite prosperous with a casino, and sometimes they use that money to buy back their own lands. So we hope you'd like to take the class, because we'd really like to get to know you.
Yes, and we're a lot of fun.
We do disagree sometimes, because economists and English professors don't always see things eye to eye. She says I'm a positivist, but I say she's a POMO, and we'll tell you all about it.
Yes.